guys, it's Jovi and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. How are y'all all doing today? I hope y'all are having a fantastic day. I know I am. Ciao. The pennies are in a bunch over there in the White House, and I'm here for it. And we got MAGA going crazy, and I'm even here for that even more, okay? So don't forget to like this video. Like it now. Let it spread. Let it spread out to the MAGAs who decided to follow us so they could cuss us out in the chat, okay? Let it spread. Before we begin, please don't forget to like this video. Like it now, because you already know you're going to forget to like it later. Subscribe to my YouTube video and follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Please follow, please subscribe. Last but certainly not least, y'all know y'all can always do what? Donate to the channel. All donations are thoroughly appreciated, whether they're Cash Apps, Super Chats, PayPal, Zelles. All the information is going across the bottom of the screen, and it is thoroughly appreciated. Hey, Mahogany. Hey, guys, y'all. I was here earlier, just a little key. And then I was going to talk about, I am about to talk about this topic about the military parade that happened in China. Y'all, China said they were the saviors of World War II. Okay, China said they were the saviors of World War II. Okay, China said like 2 days ago, maybe 3, but I think it was like 2 days ago, that they are oh, dang it, I forgot the phrase. They are the new world power. I gotta get comfortable. China said they are the new world power. And I'm going to ask what I've been asking for years. What about the history of America and any Asian country made y'all think this wasn't the game plan from get-go? I don't know why we have an idiot Orangina over there thinking that because he's blonde hair with blue eyes that they fuck with him, but nothing about the history. Listen, I know that they are taking history books out of school, but a lot of the people, especially people who are voting age, should have learned this history. Okay, I learned it in a fucking New York City urban high school, so I don't know why y'all don't know this information. Okay. Before we even get into that, before we get into China and Putin and because Che is playing, oh God. Talk about people playing in your face, okay? Talk about people playing in your face. Powerhouse my ass. I do have a story I want to talk about before that, but I have one I want to just drop in real quick. Do y'all know that American lobster industry is going like the lobster fishermen up in Maine and Massachusetts and them are their businesses, their second, third, fourth, fifth generation businesses are tanking. Okay, not because there are no lobsters. Okay, not because there are no lobsters. This shit's starting to make sense to me, but because of the tariffs. So Canada is taking, because again, we farm the same oceans. Canada has now taken control of lobster and a lot of seafood exports to different countries and continents, including damn near all of Asia. Okay, I think it was 35% of all lobsters in China and Japan, all of them, they love their seafood. They like me. We love our seafood. Are now coming from Canada, when that number was previously belonged to America. But when you throw tariffs on things, to a whole bunch of people who didn't know what tariffs were, this is what happens. Okay, so their 4th, 5th, 5th generation businesses are out of here, just like the farmers. It's kind of sad. Now I understand why, like a month ago and the month before that, I was able to get crab cakes, real crab cakes, not the Jordan's Fisherman box. I used to buy that, but like real crab cakes for like $9. That was $2.50 a crab cake. I couldn't understand why the fuck it was so cheap. I could not comprehend what, because it was fresh and it was good. It was delicious, okay? And I could not understand why it was so cheap. Now I'm starting to understand why it's so cheap. They have lobsters rotting on the piers over there, up there in Boston and Maine, and just rotten, just in crates, going bad all over the place. Okay, because nobody wants them. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Dan, again, another story before we get into the main story. Okay, Orangina decides he gonna send Space Command. You know, we got a new military. We got a new military sector, Space Command, okay? That's not associate. Are they with NASA? Because whatever. Space Command, which was previously in Colorado. Orangina wants to move Space Command to Alabama, Huntsville to be precise. Now, I know the only thing I know about Huntsville, Alabama, is that they got a show. That's all I know about anything about Huntsville, Alabama. So I'm assuming that there got to be a lot of educated Black people in Huntsville, Alabama, because the other population of Alabama don't give me, I can work on a rocket. They don't give me, I can do the mathematics need to send this rocket into space. They give me bussing beer bottles off the side of a rocket. They give me, child, don't even let me get started, because we just started and I don't want to get too hot already. Okay, don't forget to like this video on your way in, guys. Okay, so it's 30. He said it's going to be 30,000 new jobs coming to Alabama for a bunch of people who are isn't Alabama literally the most least educated state in the country? Or am I bugging? Okay, they're not affiliated with NASA. Okay, which is weird and wild to me. But aren't they like the least educated people in the country? And we're sending Space Command. Unless y'all Southerners tell me that Huntsville is full of the same educated Black people that we see on, what is it? One of them shows. I don't watch it, but one of them shows. Then I don't know what's happening, because I 100% doubt that there are qualified, that people, and that majority of the people in Alabama are even experienced enough to sweep the fucking floors at Space. What is it? Space Command. You cannot make this shit up. Also, one more thing about Orangina and what's happening on this side of the planet before we move over to the next side of the planet. Did y'all hear that Orangina commanded the ships. I told y'all about the ships that are all around Venezuela to blow up and unalive some fishermen. Some fishermen. They had the audacity to go out and try to fish. And they blew up some freaking fishermen. They blew up some fishermen. They were drug trafficking. I don't believe that. You know what I do believe? I believe that they blew up some fishermen. I believe they're busting guns in the Caribbean Ocean that ain't they ocean. I believe that this is going to escalate what I'm about to tell you about next. Okay? How y'all doing today? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We back at school, y'all. We back at school, y'all. We back. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, all that good stuff. And like I said, donate to the channel if you can. Thoroughly appreciate it. Listen. So I told y'all like that last week, China had a whole summit where they told the world, okay, the world. They had Russia there, they had India there, they had a bunch of countries there. They told the world that they were currently the superpower. And they know and they said, check me, bitch. And ain't nobody check them. They told the world they were a superpower. They were pulling together people to work and build and to build economies. While Orangina was out here sending our military off the shores of Venezuela, trying to start a fight with the South and Central Americans and the Caribbeans and them. You think they ain't gonna fight back? You're fucking mistaken. You know them Haitians. They'll jump in the ocean and swim to them bitches. Oh my God. Conservative religious people cannot work on a NASA base. Conservative religious people don't believe in science. That's why global warming is happening right now. I believe that that's what they think, but I don't think that's true. Conservative religious people don't like science. Conservative religious people, child, they're gonna blow up the spaceships. What are we talking about? Anywho, let's get to the point at hand. I got an article. Y'all want me to read it? Here you go. It's from ABC News. Came out yesterday, though. Trump says China, because Orangina is out here talking about China's conspiring with Russia. Didn't he roll out the red carpet for Russia like a week ago? Like a week ago. Oh, like a week ago, right? It was like a week ago. He rolled out the red carpet for Russia in Alaska. Why nobody arrested Putin? But whatever. As an American, I don't comprehend what's wrong with y'all and y'all thinking Putin got y'all back. As an American with the history I learned, I don't understand. And I've never understood why y'all think China wasn't looking for a moment. All the Asian countries, not just China, wasn't looking for an end for them to body slam America. I don't understand. What about our history y'all don't understand? You see, the thing is, just because we burn books and y'all wanna study Bibles in school instead of science textbooks, that does not mean, or history books, that does not mean that the rest of the world, and I said this yesterday, that doesn't mean that the rest of the world don't know their history, or better yet, know our history a lot better than a lot of you guys know our history. Not my normal subscribers, the other ones who gonna pop up in here. Pop up, you know. They know it way better than you. So, of course, they're laughing at you. There's a whole picture. I might pull a picture up of the president of Russia, Putin, China, or I don't know, and India geeking about Trump, hysterically laughing, slap my knees, head go back, clutching my pearls, geeking. Because they know that everything that's happening right now and rolling a red carpet out for fucking Putin as an American citizen, as anybody of the West, Western Europe, America, anybody of the West is bananas. We get it. Orangina was a C student at best. At best. He wasn't paying attention in class at all. See, this is what happens. But see, this is how, I'm going to say this. This is how a lot of civilizations fall. Capitalism. Whether they called it that at the time or not. Okay? A bunch of rich people being in control of society, and their rich kids. And their kids not having any real world experience outside of the isolation that they have. Not having to learn about anything, not having to actually work hard, not paying attention during the fucking history classes when they were telling us why, China might have a grudge for a couple hundred years. I don't know why. When they were telling us why Russia, maybe not. They weren't paying attention. And it's not clicking that for them, fuck your dollar, fuck your whiteness. The Russians too. They don't fuck with y'all whites. Not those whites, no. Fuck your whiteness. Fuck your currency. Fuck everything about you. What about the unending war we damn near had all over China for the last 100 fucking years, 150 years? Make y'all think that they were going to be like, that they were going to lay down and play these games with you and weren't looking for one fucking opportunity. And the gag is that the dumbest ones in America gave it to them. I would be laughing too. As an American, it's atrocious. I am befuddled. I'm shocked and dismayed. As a Black person, okay, I seize it. As a minority of the world, sucks to be us. As us, I mean Americans. Sucks to be fucking us. We're about to get demolished. In every, oh my God, do y'all comprehend that China and Russia and the Koreas and everybody, even your little Thailand and Taiwan that y'all thought was down with y'all, they not fucking with y'all. I told y'all this, but y'all don't listen to me because I'm Black. Y'all don't listen to us. You weren't paying attention in class. You ain't read no books. They have been giving African countries, they have been giving them the work to give everyone the work. They have been giving y'all playing with Venezuela right now. And the entire Caribbean, Central and South America, got China, Russia, the entire continent of Africa, which got all the guns, all the everything that this place got. Because we're America. And they building more on their own homeland. They ain't got to ship their uranium nowhere. Jesus Christ. And y'all blowing up fucking ships coming out of Venezuela. Fishing boats, to be precise. You think this is going to go well? I guess. All right. So it says, Orangina says China's conspiring against U.S. with Putin and Kim meeting at military parade. Okay. Orangina, hold on. Orangina, this is from ABC News. Orangina took to social media platform as Chinese President I don't want to fuck his name up. As Chinese president and North Korean president and Russian president appeared together in Beijing for Chinese largest ever military parade on Wednesday. They are having military parades to fucking laugh at us. Fucking losers, man. The middle American losers, man. You just can't make this shit up. I saw this video of this lady. She from over there. She was like, it's like, she said middle America, and I comprehend. I get it. I get it. It's like a third world country. I get it. And that's why I keep saying they are trying to make this entire country the third world equivalent, a third world country, so they won't feel alone. And it's working. That's why we're going to have to get up out of here. And it's working. Because, child, we can't even sell lobsters, bruh. We can't even move lobsters, bruh. Canada said deuce you on that shit. And then, like I said earlier in this show, Canada done ramped up their production to the point where now they're supplying Asia with 35% of their fucking lobsters. And you know the Asians love a lobster. They love a seafood. You know they do. So it's not just the beef. It's the beef. It's the vegetables. It's the seafood. It's the... No. Let's continue reading. So Orangina took to social media, blah, blah, blah. We did that. Orangina accused Xing of conspiring against the United States as they attend the parade, which marked the 80th anniversary of Japan's surrender in World War II. This has been... They are telling y'all why to your faces. They're telling you why it's smoke on sight forever. And y'all rolling out red carpets for Putin. Jesus. May President Xi and the wonderful people of China, oh, this is the quotations, have great and lasting days of celebration. Please give my warmest regards to Vladimir and Kim Jong-un. As you conspire, this is what he wrote, as you conspire against the United States of America, Trump wrote on social media as the parade was underway. What happened? He was mad he didn't get an invite. He mad he didn't get an invite. They didn't invite you to the parade. You was upset. You thought you wanted to be a dictator. The gag is, at least those dictators are doing it for their people. You're doing it for yourself and your rich buddies. Russia might be Russian, but Russia trying to get their shit back. I don't agree, but I comprehend. China on some all this shit us. Like Taiwan and all of them. Don't let Americans get in your head. Y'all know y'all Chinese. Cut it out. India been trying to play both sides. Russia said, fuck. I mean, or Regina said, fuck you, 50% tariffs. India said, I guess I'm over here. Let's keep reading. Is that many Americans died in China's quest for victory and glory. I hope that they are rightfully honored and remembered for their bravery and sacrifice. That's what Orangina wrote. While these motherfuckers, these Asians was, I keep telling y'all, I don't understand. Where were y'all? Where were y'all? Where were y'all in school, man? Like these, and I'm just talking about the Vietnam. But just think about, like, talk about Japan. That was 80 years ago. This shit has been going on. They got all the smoke. You know what China did? And I say this a lot. And people, you got to get it to get it. If you ain't got no education, I can't help you. If you ain't got common sense, I can't help you. If you ain't got if you can't critically think, I can't help you. If you think woke is a slur, I can't help you. China, after Japan, after all, because China said, leave us the fuck alone. And yeah, we kept fucking with them. We as in I'm an American, not we as in I'm a black person. You know, they fuck with us. But leave us the fuck alone. Go away. And the Americans and the West was like, no, we want your shit. And they were going to war trying to steal these people's shit, destroy their culture. And then China got to the point where they said, you know what? Fine. You want us to play capitalism? Sure. We'll play capitalism. And we'll show you what capitalism really is. And I be damned. Not even 50 fucking years. They are literally the world's superpower. Argue with your mama. It's the truth. It's the truth. I remember when I was in, y'all know I say this especially for the MAGAs because I like to piss them off. Because you need documentation to be smart. Y'all, the rest of y'all know. I got a whole international trade degree. I do. Whole one. An entire one. Okay. And I remember having a disagreement with my Caucasian professor in one of the classes. I'm not even gonna say nothing. One of my professors, white lady, blonde, blue eyes, she just could not, because she was like, but especially when America is the number one exporter on the world. And I told y'all, America, we normally export people. Now they don't even want us as people. But that's our real export. The other shit, a little something here and there, but like our real export as, globally for real is like people, right? Middle America wouldn't know about that because nobody wants them in their own towns, let alone across the fucking seas. Anyway, so America's number one. China was number two. And y'all know who was number three? Japan. And I said, we know. Japan ain't a part of China. We know. Because America stole it. We know. And just gave it back to them. Just gave them their freedom. What? It was in the 90s, early 2000s. If you didn't know, now you know. In the 90s. It had to be in the 90s. It had to be in the 90s. Maybe early 2000s. And they are number three. And I said, okay, we're Americans. We like to, act like, but like globally, that's not true. Well, and if that's the case, then it's China damn near doubled and this was 10 years ago. That I was having this conversation. It was China, not even whatever. It was China who kicking ass. If America's number one, China number two, and Japan number three, and if we know anything about our history, I'm not explaining to the idiots in the back. then that just means that we're cooking the books. We were cooking the books back then to try to look like we were better than what we were. And I said, and I've been saying it then, and she, I don't want to talk about everything about Asian history in conjunction or when we're speaking about Europeans and people of European descent, especially the Western ones, not necessarily them Russians and, the ones over there, but them other ones, everything about them and their history in conjunction with Caucasians, white people, World War I's and twos and shit, doesn't give we cool. Don't worry about it. At least don't get me fucked up. Don't get me wrong. I'm pleased. Don't be putting the Asians in a camp. But at least back in the day, they had enough understanding of history. I'm talking about y'all white people in America to try to put the Asians in the concentration camp. Now that was fucked up. They shouldn't have did that shit. If anything, you should have sent them back if you hated them so much. Whatever, But at least they tried to put them in the. They had enough common sense to know what you did to people. Everybody ain't just gonna take on the chin. Some people gonna destroy you from the inside out, and that's what Asia did. Asia said, "Oh, you want to play capitalism? Let us show you how you play capitalism." And they turned their whole shit around to drag us to the pits of hell. Sucks to be American right now, boy. Okay. So yeah, he talked about many Americans died murdering people in China, killing people in China. He said many people died in China's quest for victory and glory. I hope that they are rightfully honored and remembered for their bravery and sacrifice. Shut up, Orangina. In his remarks at the podium, at the parade held in front of, don't ask me to repeat Chinese names, okay? Hailed the Chinese People's Liberation Army as a heroic force and spoke of nations and treating each other as equals. And treating each other, listen, you missing. I've been talking about this for months. How Africa is in super development right now. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, you really don't need to be commenting. How the development is just like how y'all probably got about 2, if that before. And it's all in the country in the global South, BRICS and them. Y'all leaving NATO, and BRICS is up and popping. If you don't know what BRICS is, I can't help you. Not right now. China talking about. Let me pull this shit up on screen so y'all can see what I'm talking about. China is talking about treating people as humans, while Americans are currently treating people like animals. Hold on, let me see if I can't spread it. This is the article I'm reading. Hold on, here, this is it. I wanted y'all to see, but I can't, for whatever reason, it's not opening. It's not. I got a touch screen. It ain't opening. Whatever. China's speech. Jesus Christ, y'all. Even our own reporters understand, and we look crazy. China talking about we're blowing up alleged shipping vessels, aka drug, whatever, in international waters. We are shipping human beings all over the planet, chasing human beings down and body slamming them and leaving children in the street and all of this wild shit. And China is talking about treating people like human fucking beings. Y'all in trouble, Craig. Y'all in trouble. Okay. And spoke of nations and treating each other as equals. The Chinese nation, this quotation, is a great nation that does not fear violence and that stands independent and strong. This is shots at America, bruh. Because all white people know how to do is be violent and steal. Fuck. He said he does not fear violence and they stand independent and strong. In the past, when confronted with life or death struggles between justice and evil, fuck! You hear this shit? In the past, when confronted with life or death struggles between justice and evil, light and darkness, progress and reaction, the Chinese people stood undefeated, rose up in resistance, and fought for our survival of the country. The rejuvenation of the nation and the cause of human justice. He said we've been popping for a century and we ain't stopped. That's what he said. We just started popping in different ways, but we ain't never scared. He said, without saying, y'all was out here during Vietnam, sending everybody to the bush. And we had the Viet Cong out there, like 5'1", running through fucking rice fields and fucking flip-flops in monsoons, kicking y'all ass. That's what he said. And the biggest gag of it all, the only people y'all have here, the only peoples y'all have here who could even stand on business, don't fuck with y'all. Oh. Oh. This nigga said life or death, justice and evil. Who's evil? Light and darkness. Jesus. Progress or reaction. That progress or reaction part, I told y'all, Africa, the Sahel, steamrolling into progression. It took China 25, no help, or by themselves. Well, you know, they has a little help from Russia and, you know, whatever, or by themselves. They stood up. They came from what y'all think China is to the fucking superpower of the planet right now. There are people who live who work at fast food. They can afford apartments. Jesus Christ. They ain't homeless. And now China, Korea's, India's, Jordan's, Russia, fucking I'm gonna say it. Well, we know. They don't know. They too stupid to know. And it's not like they are actually capable of doing anything about it. So let's just talk about it anyway. They're sending all their shit to Africa. Russian special forces are out there training the military. Because you know, America and France and them, they were there all that time, and they wasn't really training, they were just stealing. France is falling. France need an IMF loan because they can't steal from the African nations no more. Okay? They're getting fucking training from Russian special forces, bruh. From Asian Chinese, North Korea, from all the baddest bitches on this planet. They are getting drones. They built these motherfuckers told these motherfuckers how to build tanks. They out there building tanks. They're out there using the uranium under their fucking feet to build bombs. And if you ain't noticed, I do, because my people, all my people, all black people of this world is my people, so I be paying attention. They done made a agreement with the Caribbean and a bunch of South American countries. Defense being some of that. I was talking to somebody the other day, and I was like, if shit pop off, we was talking about world wars and shit. I'm like, if shit pop off, like, it's like a three-sided situation right now, because America ain't even with the EU. We by ourselves over here. And they were like, oh, we got Israel. I said, Israel get everything from us. So at the end of the day, we by ourselves, because if they get everything from us, they were like, they got an army. How big you think their fucking army is, bruh? They live off of what we can do. When everybody else on the planet can do what we can do, then what we can do don't mean shit. When everybody else on the planet is working with each other with the aim of destroying the West, and we're in the West that decided we didn't want to be a part of the rest of the West. We want to be over here by our lonesome. If somebody do something over here, who's gonna help us? The person I was speaking to said, France ain't got no money to help nobody. Number one, France ain't been about that life. If we gonna keep it real, France ain't been about that life since they beheaded the cake bitch. Could we keep it about? France ain't really been about that life. Whenever France go to war, let's be real, they are bringing African soldiers that were in countries that they colonized. They don't have access to those motherfuckers no more. When France was in those wars, it was our black asses that was on the line. And then they unalived them after the war. You might be able to cover up history, but like I said, everybody don't got history covered up. Russia been exposing history lefts and rights. Oh, did you know that this happened? Did you know this? And people start digging and it's like, oh my God. Yeah, every war. Besides the cake bitch, they did that all themselves, because we don't care about shit like that. It was us, people who look like us. And instead of paying those people for their contributions, just like when our grandparents or whatever, parents for some people, were at these wars and came back to Jim Crow, came back to lynchings and shit. The ones that went off to fight for France didn't come back, not because they didn't survive the war, because they didn't survive France. But nonetheless, who? Canada? Normally, Canada would be here in an hour and a half to help with whatever smoke. Canada ain't coming. And now he talking about Putin, Xi, and Kim are colluding. They've been colluding for 100 years, bitch. Where have you been? They have been colluding for generations. And if you think the Arabs is down with you, you're fucking stupid too. It don't matter how much monies you giving them. We are the Persian people. Have y'all ever paid attention in school? They don't fuck with you at all. And they know their history. They know why. They can tell you their ancestors that your ancestor murdered. You don't even know. They could tell you the nigga name. They could tell you the name. Fuck, even the fucking UK motherfuckers. They could tell you their ancestors' names that died 1,000 years ago fucking with these people. They keep telling y'all. Y'all don't want to listen. Y'all don't want to listen. We got a donation. Hold on, let me check. Because last time somebody sent a donation on my other Cash App, and I didn't get the notification until after. So I want to give her a shout out as well, because she damn sure donated to the channel. She did donate to Jovi Beauty and on Cash App. Yeah, Cash App. And I didn't see it. So I want to give her a shout out before I give this shout out. Hold on. My girl Sharita. She gave it on Friday. She sent $10. Thank you so much. I forgot to mention that. Thank you so much, Sharita. You already know. We're going to take a little mini cha-chang break. Please don't forget to donate to the channel. I'm here. We square. Cha-chang-chang. Change the rules. Thank you, Sarita, for your donation. She had to hit me up on the IG to be like, I sent you a donation to your other Cash App. I was like, oh shit. Thank you so much, though. I almost poked my eye. DC, thank you so much for your donation. DC donated. She said, whole lot from the west side. Thank you so much, DC. Like I said, all donations are thoroughly appreciated. Whether you want to bless us like DC just blessed us, you want to send us a 20, a 10, a 5, baby, I take 1s and 2s as well, okay? The Cash App is open. Super Chat is available. All donations are thoroughly appreciated. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Let me drink some of this water. I just got to give a history lesson at least twice a week. I can't deal with stupidity. Y'all know I can't. But thank y'all for y'all support. So whatnot. Let me finish the article because I was going off. Okay, so survival, this country, and cause for human justice. Okay, and a top advisor for Putin dismissed Orangina's conspiracy theories, even though this has been a conspiracy for a couple hundred years. And y'all, the fact that never mind. He said Putin's top aide. He said, I want to say that no one organized any conspiracy. No one was weaving anything. No conspiracies. Yustofas told Russian journalists, I don't want to botch people's names, Pavel something, who is close to the Kremlin and has previously interviewed Putin. Moreover, no one even had that in their mind. None of these three leaders had that. Basically, no one's thinking about you, ho. That's what he said in a very diplomatic way. They weren't thinking about you, ho. You gonna tag us in? Cause we ain't even tag you in. They spoke all around you. They spoke about justice, good and evil. God damn. Everyone understands that the role of the United States, the current administration of Orangina, and his personally play in the current international arrangements, Uskava said. In a Telegram, on his Telegram channel. Child, they didn't even put his shit on regular TV. He said that shit on Telegram. He said, no, we would never do that. We know you run shit. No. What? I told y'all, the first time I ever seen face to face white people be schooled to death on their on their lack of knowledge of history and just their lack of education was back when I was pursuing my fucking associates, okay, years ago. And it was a Russian. And again, y'all could try to ignore us, like, because you don't know. If I don't know it, how could you know it? Well, your education is worse than ours. We make sure of it. All of that shit. They when I say stuck face, when I say nobody had nothing to say, when I say my black ass was like, I know that's right. He was dying. He looked at me. He was dying because when I say he schooled them, like, I don't even remember exactly what it was, but it was just embarrassing. I knew what the fuck he was talking about. I remember what it was because it was so long ago, but it was so embarrassing. You saw everybody who wasn't white kikiing and giggling and like, and because it was a majority white class. Stuck. The Russians are getting you again, bruh. They're getting you again. Okay. Putin said they sent an invitation to meet with Kim on the sidelines of the military parade. According to Putin's top foreign policy aide, the two leaders met after the event, according to Kremlin. Okay. Putin thanked Kim for sending North Korean troops to fight Ukraine insurrection in Russian Western North Korea. Like we don't know what's happening in North Korea. They say a lot of shit happening in North Korea, but North Korean troops is about that life. They in Africa too, training, protecting shit, doing the most. We will never forget he said to Kim, we will never forget the sacrifices made by your armed forces and the families of your military personnel. Baby is up. In response, Kim says, as I said during our previous meeting, if there's anything we can do to help Russia, we will certainly do that. And we'll regard this as our fraternal duty. We will do everything in our power to assist Russia. After the meeting, Kuhn and Jim hugged in front of reporters. When the Russian leader invited Kim to Russia, he said, come back again, Putin said. The North Korean foreign minister said in a Wednesday statement that Kim was enveloped in the atmosphere of the warmest friendship and an enthusiastic welcome on his arrival in Beijing. And y'all thought that North Korea was going to what? I'm telling you, the Taiwans. But remember, y'all were fighting for Taiwan. No, Taiwan is a free country. Taiwan gonna get down. Taiwan know their history too. They gonna get down. These motherfuckers is playing wholeheartedly in our faces. And white arrogance is going to make our country topple. Just like I said, white arrogance. Because nothing about, and I keep reiterating, nothing about the history of this bitch or anywhere of the Western worlds say that any of these countries gonna fuck with you. For real, for real. But I digress. Let's get into these comments. How y'all doing? How y'all doing today? I hope y'all having a great day. I am. School started back. I keep saying that, but I mean it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drop a real quick commercial break. So I have a break for a second, and then we'll come back and we'll jump into the chat. Introducing Jovi Beauty's leopard hair bonnets, the perfect solution for preserving your luscious locks while you sleep. The Jovi Beauty hair bonnets is made from premium satin designed to protect your hair from friction and moisture. Get your bonnets today. Visit jovibeauty.com and get yours while supplies last. Hope you live your life like it's golden. All right. So here we go. I believe the link is in the chat. All right. Hope everyone's having a great day. I am. Child, they plant 100 years in advance. They did. I knew that. I don't understand. I'm a critical thinker though. I rationalize. I think. I see. This is what happened. You see, this is the problem, and this is the problem with a lot of. And I've said this with a lot of societies and how a lot of empires and society have failed. When you are run by elites, like Orangina is an elite. He grew up. He never drove in his life. I doubt he has a driver's license. They don't see the world for what the world is. They see the world not even through rose-colored sunglasses, through their rich environments. And that doesn't work when you're talking about a world of people or a country of people, of real fucking human beings. Say what you want, but whatever. Hey, sweetest girl, how are you? She said Trump mad they were talking about nothing, and he meant he wasn't included in the conversation. So now he's throwing a tantrum because he wasn't invited to the parade. Why would they invite? The military parade is their win from us, or that they're literally, it's like a celebration in the making. It is like, and the fact that he does not comprehend that they're gloating without gloating. Like, I don't think they don't have this every year, every 10 years. They did this because this is the time. Because all the pieces are there. He's there. The destruction is well on its way. Like I just told y'all, they ain't even taking in American fucking lobsters no more. Literally, he's saying, who really won World War II? Look where we at now. That's what he's saying. And Orangina too dumb. He's not thinking big picture. He's not comprehending what's happening. You're right. He's being jealous. Like, why wasn't invited? Why would you be? Why would you be? You are a pawn in the chess table of taking the West down. And that doesn't even just include America. Idiots. And I keep trying to remind y'all that y'all are only 8% of the world's population. 8. Smart. You're no smart. You don't have no sense. You don't have no sense. You're not smart. Hold on. Let's get back into these things. Yeah, the fact that they want to move, and I'm not knocking the fact that they want to move Space Center to Alabama because he fucked up Alabama so bad. He's trying to throw them a bone. 30,000 jobs really ain't gonna do shit. And all it's gonna do is bring other people to take those jobs. It's not really not gonna help the community. Okay. It's probably gonna price them out of their own community, all this wild shit, right? He's playing in y'all face and y'all keep letting it. So it's like, what you want us to do? All I'm doing is I'm watching and we got our passports ready because y'all are only 8% of the population. And we ain't going, we're if you ain't noticed, we're minding our business and working on our skin. Look good, right? I know. We gonna get out the way. A lot of them. How are they gonna work at a space station? Come on. I can't. This is what Rafafani, what the frick his name is, and Musk was saying. When y'all were like, well, y'all can't train us. No. Mediocrity is your destruction. Y'all keep thinking it's black people, it's the Mexicans, it's none of that. It's your mediocrity. It's you depending on your whiteness so hard that you just floated through life not realizing you're mediocre. She said we talk about the hills have eyes kind of folks. He said rolls out the red carpet for them. Hey Bree, how are you? At best. And that, what did you say? I didn't see what you said before. Okay. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, all that good stuff. Support the channel. She said it's sad people don't pay attention and are so ignorant. They are, and it's willfully ignorance. Like we gonna have some people. The MAGA's been following us, especially since the last 2 videos I made, like 3. They've been on it. Y'all seen them? They've been all in the chats, so they've been following or whatever, commenting or whatever. But I don't care. I like turning their asses up. The thing is like it's willfully ignorant. You can't help them. There's no saving them. There's no rationalizing, reasoning, none of that. All we gotta do is when shit pop, no matter what direction it's coming from, because it's gonna come from every fucking direction. We just gotta step back and step the fuck out the way. Step back and point them to the direction of Middle America. We not taking y'all smoke. Willfully ignorant, willfully stupid, dumb. The world is moving and plotting and strategically aligning with each other. We can't even get tomatoes. I keep talking about tomatoes. I fucking like tomatoes. Sue me. Even our BFF said fuck us. Canada. She said, yes, this is why I love you and your channel. Thank you, girl. I feel like you are speaking my mind. We have been in control for all these years. They peeped Trump weakness in his first term and played chess on him. Chess. I even think, shit, if you ask me, they finagled all of this. Even if him to get into the term. They finagled all of this. And the gag is that Orangina and the powerful over here, they think it's not gonna happen. Because again, they too smart. I guess they too rich to have really paid attention to history. But they think that even if they crush him, they're not against destroying this whole fucking country. Okay, even if they betting on it, they got stocks on it. Okay, even if they do all of this shit, they think they're gonna go and they're when they talk about, oh, they're gonna move to Mars. They moving to Mars no time soon. They think they're gonna move to another country and continent. They think they're gonna go to Russia, Asia, or one of the African countries, or Australia. They think they're about to do that, and they're not. The billionaires of the past are plotting their own destruction, and they don't even know. And they don't even know. It's up, and they can't even see it happening. It's sad. Sad for us that's here, but you know. She said, Orangina thinks he's the smartest cookie in the cookie jar. He just don't know they have real plans. Yeah, like, come on. Whiskey, nothing. They don't want nothing. Bruh, nothing. Like I told you, I got the package was full. First, it was last month. I paid $16 for it. I was like, all right, because normally it was like $30 to fucking dollars. I paid $16 for these 4 fucking crab cakes. Absolutely just delicious. $16. Last month, I spent $9.99 for the same 4-pack of not Jordan's Fisherman in the box. Like they made it, shipped it to you, got to freeze right then and there. Crab cake, blue crab cakes. I paid $9.99 for 4. Let me look on my Amazon shop, see if it's still there. Hold on. Because it's still there. I bet you it's still there. Let's see what the price is. Y'all know I buy half of my groceries from Amazon Fresh. Hold on. Crab cake. Where is it? Okay, no. Crab. Hold up. I could go to my last order to see if it's still there. Hold up, wait. Shit, this is even on sale. That shit wasn't $27 the last time. That shit was like $30. Let me see. What's this? It's mini corn. I'm hear me adding shit to my cart. I'm supposed to be looking for something. Sorry, this is greedy. I'm trying to find it. If I find it, I'll take a screenshot. I'll take a screenshot and I'll post it in my community tab. Because I just got distracted and just added some shit to the cart. Don't mind me. I can't be in a cart. Okay. She said you could tell they did it. Not even a little bit. Not even just in schools. They ain't got the critical thinking to think about like just movies. Just movies, even if it's loosely based off historical shit. Like y'all they didn't pay attention to school. They don't really understand what the fuck is happening or what has happened. I ain't here to teach nobody. I'm here to talk to my people. and give us another reason of why y'all need to get y'all passports. Because when they get the going and it's coming from every which direction, they gonna send boats. You know, they gonna send boats or jets. They might send boats. The Asians gonna send boats for the Asians. They're gonna send boats. I feel it here. I know it. They're gonna send boats. They're gonna send boats. I feel like they're gonna send boats. People gonna be scattering, but but before it real pop, they're gonna send boats. And you know what I'm saying. I just saw a motherfucker over in Ghana talking about he making an ark. I don't know, you know, but I'm not saying his boat, but I'm saying they're gonna send boats. I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. Thank you again, DC. You are that girl. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. My kid just got out of school. That was her texting me. See? Canada was sending back. She said Canada was sending back Crown Royale back to the U.S. If I'm going to buy whiskey, I'll buy Uncle Nearest. Okay, is that a Canadian brand? I don't drink whiskey, but okay. They're back in the chat. I'm gonna go. We're at an hour and 12 minutes. I may come back later, depending on what happened. Y'all know I really enjoy this type of content. Anyway, I appreciate y'all, and I hope. Okay. I don't drink whiskey. Okay, so they saying, where is it? Uncle Nearest is a black brand of whiskey. I don't drink whiskey, but for our whiskey drinkers, Uncle Nearest. Now, I'm going to remember that because I know people who drink whiskey. All right. I appreciate y'all. And as always, I hope you live your life like it's golden because there's no other way to live it.